Now, I want to address,
Sergeant, this issue, do you have enough to, no, what I need to do before we do anything is I need to go find that report and look at it.
correct. Unfortunately, as I say, I have all of those things, and I could get them, but you've got access to them.
I can just figure out which one that is.
Okay, that's Bonnie, and the second thing is also Bonnie.
So this would now be issue 4.
Correct, good, we're on the same number even, number 4. The verbal assault on David on the Peoria Municipal Courthouse steps, along with 2 other officers, in the presence of Dale Reddick, who operates the machine over there. That's
one of the court security. Mr. Reddick was one of the court security officers.
What is that, who is? I looked at that. I looked at that now. Court security officer. Well, he was a little astounded, too, at what happened that day. But then, as I say, to walk over with my attorney to the police department to report it, and then have him grabbed by the neck and thrown out of the building in front of us. And we can't tell you about it.
There's an officer patrolling there. Do you know the other 2 officers?
I wish I did, sir. But Mr. Reddick, he didn't know. That's part of what we went over there to find out. Who the other 2 officers were and why this happened.
So you do know it's 3 officers, but you only know...
I know there were 3 officers, yes, sir.
So you know that there's 3 officers. You know that one of them was Officer Pacioli, but you don't know who the other 2 officers were. Is that correct?
Fashotti. F-A-C-C-I-O-T-T-I. I believe it's correct. I don't know.
You know that, but you know that one of them was her.
Yes.
But you don't know who
Oh,
she was.
she's the one that was doing talking.
But you don't know who the other 2 officers were.
She's pointing on each side with the other officer. No, I don't know that. And I didn't witness that. My attorney and I were just coming out of the building. I did not witness that, other than to hear from David and from Dale Reddick that it happened.
So you did talk to Dale Reddick?
Yeah, he was right here. In fact, he's the one that told us it was Bonnie Fashotti. And from there, we did nothing but walk directly to the police department and have Rusty physically assault, which I understand. The police officers not to touch you unless they're arresting you.
Let's deal with issue 4 first before you move. Okay. So with issue 4, again, so we understand the substance of your complaint is you feel that the Peoria Police Department employees acted improperly in the things that they said to Mr. Karr in the courthouse steps.
Yep.
You feel that they were inappropriate and that they didn't have any reason to do that. Is that the substance of the complaint?
Yes, I certainly do feel that.
Is that an adequate description of all of issue number 4 before we move on? Or is there something else that...
Verbal assault?
What you characterize as the verbal assault occurred in the courthouse steps.
Correct. That's fine. As I say, I did not witness that firsthand.
And that's issue number 4.
Correct.
Is there anything else you need on this? No, sir. Yeah, move on to issue number 5.
Issue number 5 is walking into the Peoria Police Department building with my attorney.
This was Ms. Duxton.
That's correct. This is Ms. Duxton. For the purpose of finding out who the other 2 officers were with the Fashotti situation, and to file a complaint for that behavior, or a report or something, whatever you file. That's all that I'll do. I walk in there, and not a word is said, and out he comes, roaring like a Mack truck, and...
Okay. That itself, it's hard for me to make a legal judgment. I would want to find out more information to make that kind of judgment.
Well, when I read the statutes, this is what I find out, that you're not
to do that. You know, that I'm not saying in defense that people can't do things like that, because they have to. But my God,
question so we can respond intelligibly to your question.
So that adequately describes issue number 5, which is Lieutenant Peter's conduct towards your attorney Sonia Epstein and your son David Karr at the police department after the incident in the court. That's issue number 5.
That was his behavior, but I have the question when you walk into the police department, why isn't there anybody that you can talk to?
It's not also published private. You don't feel that the city provided adequate customer service to you because there's no one to talk to about this.
Correct.
Issue number 5, which is the behavior of Lieutenant Peter and the lack of someone being there that you can talk to about your complaint. Is that an adequate summary of issue number 5?
We're trying to make this brief and concise, but on that particular thing, yeah.
Okay.
I'm still astounded that you walked in the police hearing and get that. I really am.
So let's move on to issue number 6, and we can sort of work on.
I want somebody to address acting police chief Karen Ashley unwillingness to furnish public information as to where and how we can appropriately file complaints regarding this matter. Karen also.
So, I understand the substance of this complaint is you feel that the Deputy Police Chief Karen Ashley has not responded to you appropriately on where you can file a complaint against the police officer.
That's correct, sir. I have been all over the state trying to find out. Maricopa County Sheriff's Office. Now, I was told that if the city of Peoria police would not take a report, that the county would have to. Well, they apparently don't have to either. I don't know. I'd like to know if that's true. Who do you go to if the Peoria police refuse you?
Well, in terms of police officers, ultimately, if the police department's process doesn't work, as Sergeant Petrello indicated, you can either come to this office, and we will take the report, and we will address that issue, or you can go to the city manager's office. And so, but in terms of actual criminal cases, normally criminal cases are handled in cities by a city police department, with some exceptions. Sometimes there are certain criminal offenses that are handled either by Maricopa County or by the entire state because they may involve special statutes or special requirements. But generally, if a criminal case occurs by the city of Peoria, the Peoria Police Department, that is the investigating agency. So that is so issue number 6. That can be described as the Deputy Police Chief Ashley's failure to respond appropriately to your request where you can file a complaint.
Failure to furnish the public information.
And where you can file a complaint.
Correct. Where and how.
Let's move on to issue number 7.
Number 7 we've already covered. Number 7 on my list we've already covered. It's the police report 006575.